All right, here we are. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling too well, so I wanted to live stream a little bit just so I could wear myself out so I can go back to bed. Cause I don't know I don't know what's going on. Cause I came home like exhausted last night. I was like just completely out of it, but like I couldn't fall asleep either. It was weird. And then when I did finally go to bed, I woke up early, and now I've just been like spending the past 3 hours, trying to uh go back to bed. It's just been a weird situation for sure. Okay. Are we playing anything tonight? I guess we could play Mario too. It's been a while. This is actually, I think, the first stream I've done in a long time that is not a multi-stream. I am indeed only streaming on YouTube, which honestly I think is probably for the best. I don't know. It just feels like I don't pay attention to what's going on the other platforms. I don't know about them. I don't promote them. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's a waste of money to pay for that. I don't know. I was happy with the service, but I've been thinking lately that like I really do need to like optimize my spending better. So. Yeah, I think I might just use OBS for free. I don't know like what I was. I never took advantage of any of the other features I was paying for. Like it was just the multi-stream, and I don't know. There was probably a whole bunch of stuff I could have used it for. Like I was looking into last time I really looked into it, I was trying to get like a bot set up that would like show my books in the chat, but yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I've seen people do something similar, but I don't know. Maybe next time when I resub. I don't know. I have all these great ideas that could work, and yet like every single time it's just like, oops, I don't have time for that. Like it's so frustrating. I don't know. I think I'm getting near the end of that like period though. I don't know. I everything seems like it's working out for me. In like my personal life and stuff like that when it comes to like financial stuff. It all seems like it's going really, really well. But I don't know. I'm still kind of miserable, honestly. I feel as if like it just wasn't really worth it, honestly. Like I spent like the past yeah, 15 years just constantly struggling, constantly you know, not able to pay for basic things, um, being completely isolated and cut off from everyone else. And yeah, now that it's over, it's like, what was the point of any of that? It's just I just feel as if I shouldn't have been in that position, and there was no real just like I was reading like Calvin and Hobbes last night, right? I've had this set of like this complete collection of it that's just been sitting in front of me for years, unread because oh man, I don't have time for that. And it kind of dawned on me when I was like reading this amazing, amazing comic, like just how much I loved it, always wanted to read it again, always wanted to revisit it, and yet, oops, no time. Like, can't get the money. Oh, you can't buy the set. You have no money. It was just like this really like just depressing experience. Just thinking about that, like that it's taking me this long to get back into something I really genuinely love and enjoy. one of the only pieces of fiction I think that I find to be relatable. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm very proud of everything I've done with like the books and like, you know, antagonizing people like Review Tech USA and stuff like that. Like, I'm not upset about anything I've done. I have no regrets in that, like, in that sense. But it just needs to be said that like there was no reason for me to be so miserable. None. A Garfield kid? I've never read Garfield. Never. I didn't read comics growing up. Oops, can't afford those. Oh, can't buy those. Oh, but like, yeah, there were quite a few sets of Calvin and Hobbes in like a school classroom growing up that I read all the time, and yeah, yeah, that's how I got into it. But yeah, I never really got back into. Well, I mean, yeah, I did read it like a little bit here and there, reading strips online and stuff like that. But yeah, typically I didn't enjoy a lot of comics. I mean, that's why that like Calvin and Hobbes like sticks out to me so much though, is that like it is so radically different than everything else I enjoy. Okay, but yeah, I read Peanuts a while back and I really enjoyed that. That's probably the one I would go to next. Is like get through like 57 years of Peanuts. Uh, but yeah, I do need to get through Calvin and Hobbes again. It's been way too long. Like I keep thinking about that whenever I go back to like Yu-Gi-Oh or like Pokemon or whatever. It's like, you know, I never stopped liking this thing. So like, why exactly did I stop like engaging with the thing? And it's entirely because like, oops, no time for that. Oops, no money for that. It's like okay, but okay. Oh, yeah. There was the third thing too, which I think is probably more important. Like, oh, no, nobody else likes the thing, so you shouldn't like that thing either. You know, I think that's the big one. Well, I've been over that one for years, but you know that was kind of like that was a mindset like back in the day where like, ooh, I have to stop liking Pokemon, otherwise, I'll never get a girl to to kiss me. And yeah, that was a complete lie. You'll never get a GF if you watch anime. Like that was a lie. It's just like why exactly am I not allowed to like things because of like what everyone else does? It's just okay. Do you consider yourself racist? I think everyone is, yeah. The difference is whether or not you admit it or not. Uh, I think it's perfectly normal to be racist. Like people like Review Tech USA, like they use racism as like a beat stick to come after people they don't like. Like, oh man, you can't like Harman Smith. He's a racist. That discredits everything else he does. Like it's just completely. I mean, that's how like millennials do it, though. That's how they like discredit people. Is like, well, you're a racist. Like, what? Pattern recognition. Well, I think it is racism. Like, my issue is that like I don't think racism is inherently a bad thing. Yeah, it's kind of crazy seeing how like everyone I know who made my life miserable like 15 years ago is doing badly now, and meanwhile I'm doing better than ever, and yet like I don't know. In a lot of sense, in a lot of ways, I feel like they haven't really changed at all. Yeah, how many times have we gone through this room? I every single time I play this game, it's like I get filtered by like this. Like, I'd like to be good enough at this to, like, get through it easily, like, every single time, but, like, I keep failing, you know? Like, it's weird. I love Super Mario Bros. Too, but it's, like, it's definitely, like, that game that I haven't played a lot of. Well, yeah, that and 3, I think. I don't know. I mean, I genuinely don't think I like 3 as much as this, honestly, because I really like the fact, like, how... I really like the level structure and the mechanics and just I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit hyperbolic, but I think Super Mario Bros. 2 is good all the way through, as opposed to 3 that kind of falls off near the end. 3 I think was almost too ambitious for its time. Panto comes back too quickly. You got through the door at least. Favorite Kirby game? Forgotten Land, yeah. Uh, yeah, this does kind of feel like a Kirby game, doesn't it? It even takes place in a dream, in Dreamland. Like I've said this for a long time, but like all I'm doing by working is just paying for the things that I should have just had already. Like that's really how I felt like throughout all of this is just like, oops, you have to work. Well, no, because I have books. Like no, but you have to work though. It's just well, no, I don't. No, you have to. Like I don't know, man. It's yeah, I'm like I think it's safe to say at this point that like I'll definitely have like blown up in like 5 years from now, 5, 10 years, something like that. It's definitely gonna happen. Like, I don't know. I am not looking forward to like seeing just everyone. Okay. Oh, we did so much for you. Like, no, you didn't actually. You didn't do shit. No, that doesn't work for me. I have like not been consuming anything for the past several years, I would say. Well, I mean, maybe it's an exaggeration. Um, I've like cut back on my purchases. There's nothing left to cut back on, is what I'm saying. Uh, like I had to cut back on like a lot of like essential purchases because of work fucking me over with the schedule, which is over now, by the way. But like, I was working like 10 hours a day when I used to work 12. And that was like a big thing for me because it gave me like disposable income and I got into investing and stuff like that. All of which is going really well, by the way. But like, yeah, with that when they took away that disposable income, like I just suddenly had like absolutely nothing to fall back on. Like it just. Uh, so yeah, now that I'm working again, it's like, well, it's a weird thing because like now that I'm working again, I'm making tons of money, but it's also making me sick, and I'm still exhausted. You know, even after waking up, it's just awful. Here he goes. Well, like I'm not talking about like YouTube people when I'm complaining about like people not doing anything for me, because like the audience has done honestly more for me than like anyone else I've ever known. In that regard, you know, like buying the book, supporting the channel, stuff like that. The audience is great, always has been. I've always said that. Like, but you're not like, you know, actually in the real. I don't know. It's like you're the audience, all right? It's not like what I'm talking about. And don't ever think you are. Uh, okay. $100 pickup video. Yeah, I could do that today. Um, but no, I think I'm just gonna get a car. Yeah, I think I am gonna get a new car by the end of the year. Um, I've been putting this off way too long. Not because of like anything I did. Oh wow, did we really get through? Yeah, we're definitely getting better at the game. I used to struggle in 3-1 and 3-2, so I'm getting to the point where like I can get through the game pretty easily. Okay. I love the game, but I always feel kind of frustrated with like how I just never blitz through it. Like it's not that long of a game, and yet like I always struggled with it. I guess it's a slower paced game than most Mario games, but no, I have the car picked out. Yeah, it's not a Toyota. I wanted a Toyota, but they those idiots on at Amazon still won't let you buy a Toyota on it. Here we go. Yeah, you have to get Hyundai. Oops. Which is kind of disappointing, but it's just like I have to buy online because I won't be. I will not go to a lot. I just can't do it. Fuck. So yeah, next time I'll probably get something a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of my problem. Is that like I absolutely could not go. Like my schedule didn't allow for it. I didn't know what I was doing. There were a lot of reasons I couldn't just go to a lot and just ask. Like, so yeah, I'm definitely glad that like I won't have to deal with that going forward. Yeah, in general, I'm like really happy about this because like I'm at the point now where I'm not reliant on other people at all. So a live conversation with review tech. Why? Like, what would we have to say to each other? You know, I would just call him a fat fucking retard. Like, what do I have to say to him other than that? It's just, he's a dead channel. Like, I don't know. He's so out of touch. You know, I didn't watch like any of his streams. I saw like some clips. So like someone did like a compilation of that of that first reaction he did or something. I watched it and like the thing that offended me about it is that he's like, "Oh, how much sex do you have in that Donkey Kong shirt?" And I'm just kind of thinking like, does Rich not know how popular Donkey Kong is with women? Like I'm always like coming on stream talking about like chicks like coming up to me like, "Oh, I love your shirt," like for the Donkey Kong thing specifically. It's like probably the most popular shirt I own, honestly. Like this idea that like Donkey Kong shirts aren't popular with women is just retarded. And I suppose like Rich just doesn't talk to women. He doesn't know, like he doesn't have that experience. Like he just has this like misconception that like it's still the 90s and everyone hates Nintendo, but that's not true at all for like anybody under 30. It's kind of shocking, you know, like how like normal it is to like Nintendo in this day and age. It's not like it was like in the 2000s at all. Like I think there's a big issue with like Review Tech's channel actually is that he keeps doing these Nintendo clickbait videos, but like you know people are learning to hate that shit and not to trust it. Like that was like industry standard like 10 years ago, 10, 20 years ago, but now it's like it's just coping. You know, like Sean Malmstrom's a really good example of this. Like I saw uh Malmstrom released a statement saying that nobody would remember Shigeru Miyamoto 20 years from now. And that's just so, like, laughably dumb. He was, like, trying to make this point, like, oh, man, like, the real games haven't been made yet. It's still a developing medium. And then he, like, claims that, like, all the 18,000 games that get released on Steam every day are gonna, like, out of all of those, there's gonna be, like, something that, like, becomes bigger than, like, Mario. And it's just so laughably stupid and insane, you know? Like he's gotten like really deranged ever since the Switch 2 was announced. I've been kind of like blown away by it because like he used to be able to get away with just like spouting insane shit about like Nintendo and its games, like, oh, this is why Nintendo is declining. And yeah, like so many of his predictions have just like fallen flat on its face in the past like 5 years or so that like he has to be rattled by it. Like I remember like how much he railed on Metroid Dread, how like he said it was a failure and how everybody hated it. And you know, in reality, it was like the best-selling Metroid game ever. You know, like Dread was a huge success story, and like good luck getting him to admit it. Like he's only just now acknowledging that it's popular with other people. But I don't know. Like there's only so much like nostalgia blinded NES boomers can do to like act as if like the fall off was a thing that actually happened, because that's like that was like the classic like Pretendo cope back in the day, the idea that Nintendo used to be good and then fell off like with the N64 or whatever. You know, that was like the classic like anti-Nintendo cope. And now that it's like just 100% just not going to happen. But yeah, when it comes to review tech, like specifically, like, oh yeah, I still have not watched live streams. Yeah, I have no idea what he did. Like he did two live streams. I know. One where like he reacted to me, and then he had like one with me in the thumbnail. And I don't necessarily know what he talked about exactly. A Metroid anime? Yeah, I wish. I mean, I wouldn't have time to watch it. I just. Yeah, I need to play Dread again. Oh, that's right. Less than a month away until the Switch 2 launches, huh? The Salt content creators. Yeah, I mean that's basically what he is now, a drama channel. That's probably why he went after me specifically, because he realized that like I get like a ton of views. So and did you see that like Kiwi Farms was making fun of Gar on the Rage and his like insane like just rant Harman Smith video where he's like trying to say that he's like for the gamers or something. I don't know what he said exactly, but like it must be bad if like Kiwi Farms is turning on like in my thread are turning against like my haters. It's just that's just crazy. That was just crazy to me. Shit. Why do you think RTU? Like, I think it's like the Christian thing where like he's exactly like Phil, but like he feels like Phil is someone he can look down on. I think that's like the appeal. It's just like Christian and the A-Logs and the Kiwi Farms. It's the same kind of mindset. He was seething the entire video. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I watched like a minute or so. Like I skimmed through it, and it was just pure seething. I don't even know what the point he was trying to make was. Like, what did I say about him? Like, yeah, I was like making fun of like salt farmer creators. Like, yeah, like what's with all these people who like just think they can become YouTube famous by like making like reaction videos to my content, just going like, nah, PC is superior. Like it's just like it's weird, like how like autistic these people are. Like I don't know that one guy like angry vigilante gamer. He's putting out like a video every day of just him just like uh just seething over like me pointing things out. Oh, by the way, speaking of seething, I still haven't made my Power World video. That's like that has to be. I really don't think the anti-Pokemon discourse is gonna survive this loss. Like the way things are going now, with like Power World already taking the knee and people like see, like Power World's basically already lost, and yet like the community really doesn't want to admit it at all. They want to like they keep doing this weird thing where they act like Nintendo is like abusing their legal rights or something. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? They're trying to make it sound like Nintendo is like where's Fanta? Where is he? They're trying to make it sound like Nintendo was abusing their patent law, but it's really not true, is it? Like their entire cope of like, oh, Nintendo can't do shit, like all of that's fallen apart, you know, and now they're kind of they're left sitting there just trying to say that like, well, patent, not copyright, you know, like completely ignoring what the lawsuit is actually about. It's like, it's so stupid. It reminds me a lot of like Carl Jobst versus like Billy Mitchell. It has that same kind of vibe to it where you have like all these people like pretending that like, oh man, like Nintendo's gonna lose, it's gonna be epic, like Pokemon, they don't innovate, and then like they just kind of expose themselves. You know, has anyone else noticed this? Like how often they try and say that like, oh, you don't glide in any Pokemon game. Like, did you not play Legends Arceus? Like, come on, bro. The Nintendo hate train has run its course. It has. It absolutely has. Like I think a big thing about it, like a big reason that kills it is that like more women are into games now, and like women are primarily into like Nintendo games and like Life Sins and shit like that. Like you're not gonna be able to get away with saying that like Nintendo fucking sucks. Like it's just gonna make you look like an idiot. Like I don't know. I feel like the PS360 era was just this very specific time in gaming. People made it sound like the PS360 era, or the audience were like the real gamers and like the real audience, but they're just not. And I think we see that like all the time, actually. Holy fucking shit. Power World should be illegal. I mean, it is. You know, they filed a lawsuit against it, so yeah, it is. Hopefully, this leads to like increased protections of like the Pokemon brand, because like this thing really shouldn't have come out, in my opinion. I've been saying this about like a lot of mobile games for a long time, is that like so many of them are derivative of like Nintendo properties, and yet they've been getting away with it for too long. I do think Nintendo needs to like start finding a way to crack down on this kind of thing. Like I would say it's like more important than like the emulation thing is because like how often do you see them like like I saw Tenga do this like yesterday is like, oh man, Nintendo, they don't dominate the 2D platforming sphere anymore. And then he names a bunch of like indie games that are just knockoffs of like some Nintendo property. Pizza Tower being the most blatant example. But it's like, yeah, it's holy fucking shit. Yeah, Video Game Lover 58 was like there, like immediately. He's been seething about me constantly. I don't know what the I don't know. What is he doing? I don't know. I love how he's kind of like the Wings of Redemption of our community now, where we just kind of talk shit about him. Like everyone knows what's up, but like he thinks he's like, I don't know. Oops. There we go. Got him. Yeah, the boss fights in this game are actually the best of the trilogy. But yeah, Video Game Lover was like there immediately, and then he started like seething in his community posts. Like I think he thought this would like lead into some like downfall arc for Harman Smith, and that just didn't happen. Ugh. I don't know what's with all these people. Like I've seen a lot of people like in regard to the Power World thing specifically, like say that like that I'm gonna see when like Power World wins and Nintendo goes out of business, and like that just isn't gonna happen. It's so out of touch with reality. Wait, is that it? Oh wow. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely glad to see the gaming community on the decline. I'm definitely I probably should scale back myself. I have been scaling back. Because I've been working more and not streaming as much as I have been. I don't know. I don't think I really miss like the YouTube community. I think it was always a train wreck. I don't know. I'm kind of like divided on this on like what I want to do next. I don't know. Like I probably should like stop uploading at some point, but I don't know. Like I enjoy doing it. It's just how was the boss music in this stage? By the way? I think four, yeah, four is not as hard as World Three, is it? World Three is brutal. Yeah, I remember some Screw Attack list called this one of the best ice levels ever, and I'm just like, really? Yeah, I don't even recognize like the newer names now. It's just I don't know. I'm so out of touch with the community. Like I just don't really. I don't know. I hate saying I don't have a passion for what I'm doing because I obviously do. Like I think the big thing for me is that like for me it was like the big driving force behind what I was doing was that like I was going up against like way more well established like popular YouTubers. And now that's no longer true. Now that I keep taking like W after W off of these people, it's like in review text case without even really trying. Like I don't know, it just doesn't seem fun to me. Like why would I like I don't follow Demisha anymore, for example, right? Because like Demisha's a nobody who's never going to amount to anything. Like like what's the point? Like I'd rather work on my books, honestly. Oh, by the way, I have been working on the Cattle Have Fangs. All right. Actually, I want to try Peach. I always use like Toad and Luigi. I think it's always kind of lame that like I don't use Mario and Peach all that much. Well, to be fair, Mario is basically useless. Like you're better off just using the other characters. Bunny ruined gaming YouTube. I don't disagree with that. I don't know what could possibly salvage it though. I mean, I think what's gonna end up happening is that people just like gravitate more to Twitter and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure there's still good people on the platform. It's just I don't watch or care about them, and I don't really care to. Eh. Yeah, I'm so unused to playing a speech. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Toadstool. I wonder what the next excuse is gonna. Yeah, I feel like a lot of industry people are really seething about like Nintendo, like Switch 2 being successful because I think a lot of them really thought that like the Switch would be a one-off success because of the gimmick, and that's clearly not the case at all. Yeah, you have to like exploit like your audience if you want to make money on YouTube. Like it's one of the reasons I don't really want to make money on YouTube. Like I sell books and stuff like that, but like you're getting an actual product, and I want you to enjoy it. And like, I have a real job, so I'm not relying on it for income. It's just like there's never a situation in which like I would do what like Jeremy from the quartering does and just beg people for money. Please buy 3,000 tea bags so I can stay in business. Like, come on. I don't know. I guess the conservative thing was always a grift for these people. Like Grom's is a really good example. Like I'm 100% convinced that Grom's is like a straight up industry plan at this point because him coming out and saying, well, actually, Death Stranding 2 looks interesting. Like, well, okay, but first of all, you didn't play Death Stranding 1, and if you did, you wouldn't be enthusiastic about a sequel, now would you? It's just like I don't know. I saw that with like Jeff Keighley came out and he tried to say that like, oh man, Death Stranding 2 is gonna have Metal Gear style fights, and I don't know. Like I think it's gonna be a reoccurring trend with like Kojima going forward is that they're just gonna consistently bring up the fact that like, oh, like did you know that this guy made Metal Gear as if he made the entire game by himself? It's just, but yeah, Death Stranding 2 was a bomb. So Death Stranding 1 bombed. So I don't know. The community would have to be really stupid to get fired up over 2, but I don't know. Like a lot of these Sony affiliated products have these like weird like inorganic like movements behind them. Like No Man's Sky is a really good example. Um, like Sean Murray just like tweeted about it, and it got like a hundred thousand likes, which to me just feels completely fake. Because first of all, like everybody hates Sean Murray, but it's like I don't know, like this idea that people would still care about like No Man's Sky like after this like amount of time is insane to me. Like a Lost Planet ripoff. Yeah, I never played Lost Planet, so I don't know anything about that. We need more whales in Mario games. Are these the only whales to ever appear in Mario? I think they are. I can't think of any others. Hey, wait. What? Who the fuck would get hurt by like a blowhole? Whatever. How did they evolve those blowholes anyway? Yeah, I'll probably have to look up the evolution of whales. I find that kind of interesting. Okay. In Donkey Kong Country. Well, that's Donkey Kong Country though. That's not like a Mario game. Ooh. I'm glad I can get through like stage 3 more effectively. I'm getting to the point where I can kind of breeze through it, but like, yeah, I'd like to be able to beat the game like consistently. I hate this. I think it's enough Mario 2 for one day. I'm kind of tired, honestly. Yeah. Well, like I know when I like try and take a nap, I'm just not going to be able to sleep again. So I think I want to stay up for a little bit longer and then go. Let's see here. Oh. Maybe I should just end it now. Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot of games I haven't beaten myself. I mean, I don't really care to in certain cases, but I guess we could try Monkey Ball real quick. Oh, yeah. When I come back on tonight, we're gonna play Suikoden. Honestly, I probably should get like I don't know. Yeah, with the Switch 2 coming out, let's not buy any new games. We can wait until like Mario Kart World comes out. We can just play older stuff until then. Oh yeah, I have like 2 weeks left in my my training period. By the way, I'm very curious as to like what's gonna happen. Like, am I gonna go back immediately to night shift? Uh, like, I don't know. I am not a fan of their communication. I feel like I don't know like how good of a job I'm doing. I just don't. I don't know whether I'm gonna get fucking fired yet. It just I don't like the uncertainty of it. It's just uh, yeah, I've been stressing out about that for the past couple of weeks.
Ready? Go!
Oh. Ooh. Ah, well, I'll have the Retech USA money coming in. Oh. Ah, darn it.
Ball out. Ready? Go!
Yeah, I really wonder how long people can, like, keep lying about emulation, because they, like, the community acts like it's some normal, widely accepted practice, but it's really not.
Ball out. Ready? Go!
Like, I think right now they're trying to tell people that, like, that Yuzu is back, but it's like, it's probably just a different team using the same name. I don't know, I haven't looked into it, but, like, yeah.
Ball out.
But yeah, if you start
Ready?
talking about, like,
Go!
older Nintendo games on, like, YouTube, like, influencers immediately try to steer you towards emulation instead of, like, the practical decision of just buying Nintendo hardware and playing the older games on that. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And I'm very curious, like, at what
Ball
point it's going to
out.
explode.
Ready?
Like, the way it looks to me now is that, like, until they start, like, overstepping their bounds, and Nintendo can, like, crack down on it in some way. Like, they already can't monetize it, so that's already a big thing for them.
Ball out.
But, like, I think
Ready? Go!
yeah, I can't keep my eyes open. I think I'm gonna have to call it quits. I really want. I hate firing up streams and then, like, ending them so soon, but yeah. Especially when I'm not gonna fall asleep. Now am I? But yeah, I'll go to bed for a couple of hours, wake up,
Ready?
go about my day, and then come back, and then we'll stream some Suikoden. Yeah, I really love Suikoden. I'm really anxious to get through that game for sure.
Ready?
And I think after I finish that, I might pick up, like, a Yuden Chronicle just for, like, the novelty's sake.
Ball out.
Now, there's a game that
Ready?
completely fell off the
Go!
map that nobody cares about.
Ball out. Ready? Go! Ball out. Ready? Go!
Well, I gave it my best effort, so. Yeah. Yeah, an hour-long stream, that's not too bad. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all later today.